I joined. Now, why did I join? Did I join because I believe Andrew Tate is such a pure-hearted man and he just wants to spread his knowledge and his opportunities. He wants to help the modern man make life-changing amount of money, and it's all coming from a pure place, and I just trust this man so much. Is that why I joined? No, that's not why I joined. I joined because it's $50. It's $50, and put it this way, I'm the same as everyone else. When I see these millionaires posting courses and stuff like that, and all this, I'm going to teach you how to make money, the first thing I think, oh, scam, whatever. Let me just scroll past this, you know what I mean? This one, I've been seeing too many good things about it, you understand?
60 grand.
$3,000.
About 90K.
5,000 euros.
90K.
Running into Tate, HU, Real World, I just saw a bunch of motivated people willing to share, willing to give, willing to learn, willing to push each other.
Almost to the point where I can't avoid it. All I'm seeing is positivity. All I'm seeing is receipts. It's $50, I'll just see what it's saying. It's only been a week, quick update. I made money doing copywriting. I didn't know what copywriting is. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a copywriter, like I'm an official. I've known this thing. I didn't know what it was. All I've done is follow the steps. I made a couple of G's in the first month. I think I've done about 3.5 weeks. I made a couple of G's now. A couple of G's. Is that life-changing amount of money? No, it's not life-changing amount of money. Would that mean that you could quit your 9 to 5 or stuff like that? No, not yet, but it's the first month. We've got a long road ahead of us, but it's gonna be a fun road, and the end destination is freedom. Okay then, Hustles University 2-month update. It's been 2 months already. A lot has happened in these 2 months. Now I'm making this video. Now recently, I handed the notice in for my job. I'm leaving. Now, I wanted to leave for a very long time. Now don't get me wrong. I've always had multiple sources of income. I've always had little side hustles, but the job was the main thing. It wasn't a little minimum wage coffee shop job. It was a job where I'd established myself into a good position. I put a lot of years into it. It was very convenient for me, and it was the only source of income where I knew exactly the amount of money that was coming in every single month, every single year, and everything else was just bonuses to lift my lifestyle up, for me to have a nice car, for me to live in a nice apartment, but everything, that was the main source. I've been wanting to leave for a while, but I promised myself I would never leave until it became detrimental to me financially. Now let me explain. A job becoming detrimental to me financially, it's getting in the way now. It's getting in the way. I can make more money if it just wasn't there. Over the past 2 months, I've made more money away from my job 2 months in a row now, which shows me, which is common sense. If I can make more than my job with that minimal amount of time, imagine I had all that extra time to do it. Okay, so I've done it. There you go. Over 10K a month. Over 10K in what, 3 weeks? I've made 10K this month so far, and I don't feel good. This is the first time I've ever made this amount of money in 1 month, and I don't feel good. I feel like crap, and it's a weird feeling. And I actually said in the chat, the guy said, why do you feel like that? And I said, I feel like it because I feel like my whole life's a lie. And the guy replied to me in the chat, he said, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah. My YouTube is popped off a bit. I do miss the times where I could reply to every single comment and I knew everybody by name and stuff like that. It's changed, but this is what I signed up for and I've got to adjust to it. So yes, I'm still in HU, I'm still doing my thing, still making money. HU's a lot bigger and a lot better than when I joined now. There's been crazy updates and full speed ahead from here. Thanks for supporting me. Peace.
What is the Matrix?
Probably the question I am asked most often, and I will describe it to you perfectly. The Matrix is a fish tank, and you are the fish. Sure, you can explore a little bit. You can go and play in the little house. You can dance around amongst the little plastic plants. You can have a little fish friend. Sometimes they'll give you some food to eat. Life's not too bad in the fish tank. Until you try to escape. If you ever try to surpass the remit of the parameters they have decided for you, you will bump into a glass wall. And the Matrix is constructed with glass walls on all sides. Most people are unaware of this. Most people are perfectly happy to stay inside of the fish tank. They have no idea these glass walls even exist because they're not trying to escape. As a fish, if you do what you're supposed to do, the glass walls will never trouble you. You won't even know they're there. But the second you try to go too far, you try to think too big, you try to be too free, you bump into the glass wall and realize it's not possible. There are many such examples of these glass walls, but I'm going to give you a very simple one. Hustlers University, my school, which teaches 18 modern wealth creation methods. We're an online educational platform which teach people how to make money so they can break free. It's an unfortunate reality that if you want to be free from the Matrix, you're going to need money to do that. It's very difficult to do if you're poor. And that is what we teach. Not only the ways to get rich, but also the mindset you should have once you're rich to ensure you're never a slave again. Now, did you know there are particular banks in particular countries which will not allow you to buy Hustlers University, regardless of how much money you have in the bank? You could have $1 million in your debit card. It will not let the transaction go through. Do you know there are countries which prevent you from buying Hustlers University? Entire nations have gone out of their way to find a way to stop you from purchasing access to Hustlers University. Now, this is nothing but testament to our success. You're allowed to buy porn. You're allowed to buy garbage, junk food. You're allowed to buy scams. You're allowed to buy things that do not work. But as soon as something is actually working, as soon as something is successful, as soon as something is committing the capital crime of not only allowing people to escape the fish tank, but showing others exactly how easily it can be done, then it must stop. Then the glass wall appears. Most of you had no idea that banks are extremely difficult to deal with and easily stop people from becoming prosperous on purpose. You've never bumped into a glass wall. Unless you try to escape, you're never going to know the walls are there. In response to this, we've been extremely creative. We've started our own bank, our own payment processing. We've had to build our entirely own app. Everything is ours because anything that was Matrix controlled was used as a weapon to stop us from helping you become free. If we weren't good at what we did, if we didn't teach you exactly how to get out of the fish tank, they never would have put up a wall in the first place. Now, we've reached a new level. Hustlers University accepts crypto. Cryptocurrency payments allow you access to the premier online educational tool that exists on the planet today. There is nothing stopping you, no matter what bank you bank with or which country you live in, from joining Hustlers University and understanding the secrets to modern wealth creation. We will teach you things which are up to date by the second. Our curriculum changes by the minute. And help people and be honest and be good and tell the truth, then you've not been trying hard enough to escape. Anyone who's genuinely been trying to escape, just like the fish in the fish tank, would have run into a wall at some point. And our professors are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you have direct access to the multimillionaires teaching you in real time. This is not an outdated textbook. This is up-to-date information on wealth creation methods you've never heard of. This is a way for you to go up to the glass wall, break it, and be free. If you don't understand exactly what I'm saying to you, if you've never experienced these glass walls, or you think you can just do whatever you want in life and become as successful as you like, telling you we found another way to prevent the walls from stopping you joining our educational platform. The glass walls exist, and you have three choices in life. You either never encounter them because you're not trying to break free, you attempt to break free and you are restricted, or bump into a glass wall. You finally find out what it takes to break free and you get through it. You break out of the matrix. I'm waiting.
Okay, the real world, formerly known as Sausage University. It's been a long time now. It's been around for a while. If you don't know, I joined back in 2022. Hustlers University 2.0. I joined and I documented my progress on here, documenting my success. I'll call it success because I did make a lot of money by my standards. I set myself some realistic financial goals that I achieved fairly quickly due to Hustlers University during that time. That was 2 years ago though.
Okay, so I've done it over 10k a month.
A lot's changed since then. When I first joined, there wasn't a lot of members. When I first joined, Tate wasn't viral. When I first joined Hustlers University, it wasn't viral. And what I've come to realise is, when it comes to money-making methods online, there's a lot of different opportunities that pop up. There's opportunities, and if you don't take the opportunity, the window closes and then you end up kicking yourself later. A lot of things have changed. So for example, in 2022, not a lot of people knew what copywriting was. I didn't know what it was before I joined. It was a little bit easier to get a client back then due to that. Now it's a little bit harder in my experience. Back then, crypto wasn't that good back in 2022. Things weren't looking great. Now things, 2 years later, it's looking a bit better from what I see, from my knowledge. Things are a bit better now. Back then, Amazon FBA, great business to start. These days, it's a little bit harder. They don't even teach Amazon FBA in there no more. So, things have changed. A lot of money-making methods have been removed and replaced with something new. So these days, they're still teaching, e-commerce, copywriting, crypto, obviously, AI and content creation. That's the opportunity now. So if I was to start from scratch, that's what I'll be attempting. Now, I'll admit, when it first appeared in the real world, I tried it. And with me, I'm kind of like trying to teach an old dog new tricks because I'm a bit older. I'm older than I look. And yeah, the only way I can utilize AI right now is if I hire someone to use it for me. But to answering the question quickly, is the real world still worth it in 2024? Of course it is. I've come to realize a lot of people assume that the war room and the real world is the same thing. It's not the same thing. Two completely different things. And the main difference is the war room's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and the real world's $49.99. Now, as long as the real world stays $49.99, it's worth it. That's my take on it. It's documented. So many people have made money in the real world and so many people haven't. That's life. That's reality. People think, oh, I want to make loads of money. I want 10k a month. I want 100,000. I want this. I want that. I want to be a millionaire. Now, without the security of a job, you'll be stepping into, entrepreneur territory. And, it's uncomfortable and it's scary and it's risky. And if you're at a stage where you're scared of investing $49.99 to see if something works when there's so many examples that it has, but you're just deciding to focus on the people that are saying it didn't work for them, then you're probably not built for it anyway. Me, at the position I was in at that time, $49.99 is worth it. I'll find out for myself. This person's saying it's good, this person's saying it's bad. It's $49.99 to get the answer that I want, so I just did it. So I'd always say it's worth it with that aspect in a nutshell. There's ways to make money, it's money-making methods. Is it going to make you a millionaire? I think some people have become a millionaire, but I don't think that's what it's there for. It's there to help your financial situation. It's there as an investment, to give you a profit on your investment. That's what I view it as. Most people are not going to become a millionaire. Most people in general, no matter what they do, no matter what business they're in, are not going to become millionaires. Put some respect on what a millionaire is. Put some respect on how much a million is. You know what I mean? I made 10 grand and then 2 months later, people asking me for a millionaire yet. Bro, do you know how much I'd have to make to become a millionaire in that short amount of time? But yeah, so in a nutshell, I believe it's still worth it. Give it a shot. Peace. The War Room, Andrew Tate's War Room. Now, I've been meaning to make this video for a little while now. I joined in the summer 2022, so I joined a while ago and I've been gone for a while now. Seen some success with HU, the real world. And, I was making videos at the time. The videos were getting good views. And I had a few War Room members reach out to me kind of like, they've seen my videos and they're kind of like, you need to join. It's the next step, the next logical step. That's what I was saying to myself when they mentioned it. And, you know, spoke to a guy who worked in the Hustlers University. I forgot his name, but he got me the invite, he sent me the invite. I joined. And the first little red flag that I noticed was I felt like I got in there a little bit too easily. Anyone can just pay and get in. There's no like application type thing to get in. You can just pay and get in. So automatically in my mind, that's gonna dilute it. Little negative beginning, but let's go in, let's see what happens. So I get in there, my initial impression, okay, it's a Telegram group. I'm all for Telegram groups, I've got a Telegram group. But again, I've only just got in, I haven't even started yet, I haven't even communicated with anyone yet. Let's just do what we gotta do. Now, I can't remember the whole process, but you know, you're advised by certain guys, admins, or whoever I was speaking to at the time. You're told to do certain things that will maximize your benefit, right? I've joined this network and you're telling me before I get started, I need to watch this movie. I didn't watch the movie, I can't remember what it was called. And then I'm told, before you get started, you should buy these 5 courses. Courses are beneficial if you wanted the course, not somebody telling you. And if I don't do these courses, I'm not gonna be respected as a member, I'm not gonna be prioritized as a member. You enjoy playing chess, that's what it is. I'm not interested, I'm not buying this course. Body language course, how to talk to girls course, different types of courses that, you know, I weren't interested in, but one of them was almost like insisted, which was the Iron Mind course. I'll get this one, I join straight away. It is full of Tate fans, Tate fanboys. I've seen a lot of Tate worship in there, and you gotta be careful. The lines were kind of blurred. Is this a network or is this a cult? You're telling me it's a cult now I'm in there, but you didn't tell me it was a cult before I joined. If I knew that, I probably wouldn't have joined. Loads of people, you know, welcomed me in. Tate welcomed me in personally too. Every single guy was trying to be like Tate. Everyone drank sparkling water, everyone smoked a cigar, everyone's picture was the same. Some of them looked like Mr. Bean. The courses seemed like Tate's hobbies, what Tate believed every man should do. Every man should play chess, every man should do this, every man should do that. There'll be a room where there's a guy in there teaching you how to deal with women. And then you'd look and guys are sending in screenshots of conversations they've had. Oh, she said this, what should I say back? And then other guys are replying, oh, say this back to her, say this back to her. No, don't say that, say this. And yes, there is millionaires in there, 100%, I know that for a fact. There's important people in there, there's big, you know, business guys in there, there's opportunities in there. You gotta comb through the fanboys, you gotta comb through the worship and kind of be blind to it in order to focus on what you're in there for and maximize it. The guys I met in there, nothing really bad to say about the guys. Are they my type of people? Probably not. Am I their type of people? Probably not. Do you know what I mean? Again, this is not me saying I'm above anything in there. This is me saying it just wasn't for me. If I missed anything out, let me know in the comments. I might answer some questions that I, you know, probably didn't address in this because I've just been winging this video. Let me touch on this quickly as well. There's nothing illegal going on in the war room, right? That I've seen. And I know these BBC and Channel 4 and everything do big hit pieces on the war room, and them businesses will always be frowned upon, but if they're done in a professional way where you're offering a service to someone who's seeking the service and someone who's already in that field, do what you're doing. Now, if you're offering your services to someone who's not in that field and don't want to do it and has told you they don't want to do it and you keep pushing to try and get them to do it, you're going to get yourself in trouble. It's been around for a long time. I don't know what was going on before I joined. I can just speak on from 2022 to 2023. I didn't see nothing like that. You know, whatever, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's it.